The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Set to kick off.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From the 35, here's second down at a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, set, ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
Let's go. Yellow, set.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
But there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move.
Ready, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go, here we go.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Hold it straight.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard
Go
line.
now. 19, charge.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finds his receiver, Watson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
60 ball catch, 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Got it, ready?
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, shot. 60 Eagles, 60, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
2-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. Three-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a first down. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Gibbs. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Black Ultra. Black. 90.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series.
Come on, set. Set.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Blue, 32. Steel, black. Set,
They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Watch out now, 52. Here we go, black shot. Set.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta from 21 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. He's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, two's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
The Lions' 42-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
They'll try again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Packers are back within a score. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Next to score, Lions 20, Packers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Let's go now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Set. Green jack. 10 black, blue striker. Drill green. Set.
They'll set up to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Striker.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's Watson. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
41-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third down and 13.
Dragon 60. Let's go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Caught on the right side, Reed. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson.
60 Eagles. 60.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Ben, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A gain of 12.
Ready.
1st down, Lions.
Read option. This is Gibbs. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
cycle.
They'll throw now on the final play. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Set to kick off.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 3.
19 Charger, 19 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Let's go now. Ready.
On the ground with a tight end. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 152 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And bulldozing his way through. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
They run a draw here on second down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Touchdown, Detroit! A great play there. 48 yards. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way,
It's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Packers' 33-yard line.
Red, 38.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready up.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Ready?
On the give, here's Gibbs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have the Lions first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down.
Lions first down.
Fight.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Lions first down.
Hut.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 162, tying him with LaDainian Tomlinson for 3rd place all time. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10.
Come on. Go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Got it. Ready? Panther 11. Panther 11. Tag. 60 boxes.
They'll look to throw here. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him.
Okay, ready?
2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4.
Ready?
Off the option, here's Gibbs. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 224 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they do.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Lions have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead. And, oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Get it.
Up the middle they go. It's Stevens. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
On the double.
First and 10.
46-yard
line.
Ready. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stevens. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. The ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. There he goes, left side. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown. How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Roman. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
It's now third down.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert by 20 there on 3rd and 1. Back to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
That's caught at the 25. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Again, he'll drop to throw. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Back to throw here. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just